Casey with Countryside here. We're going to talk about a couple things for fall. We're getting calls pretty much every day about my evergreens are browning. And this is pretty much a typical example of what they do. They get this brownish, and as you can see, they just fall right off. This is a natural fall process that they do. This year it's a little bit more extensive because of two things. We had a very, very, very wet spring. Plants absorbed all that. They said, oh goody, we have all this moisture, so we're gonna grow. Well, now again, it got into the summer, and guess what? We didn't have very much moisture. So it's like they supported that, but now it's getting towards fall. They have to release some of that to make themselves be strong to come through the winter. So they're doing it a little bit more extensively. We're seeing this on arborvitaes. We're seeing it a lot more on spruce than what we normally ever do. And the white pines this year, went by a row of them about a week ago. It's like, oh my God, the browning is just really, really showing up. So don't get freaked out. It's gonna happen. The best thing that you can do for your plant is to get your hose out and give it a really, really, really strong, thorough drink. I'd like to see you do that once now, once again in about 2 weeks, and once right before Thanksgiving, because our ground doesn't freeze until normally the first part of December. We want those roots to be moist when the ground freezes. That way they've got enough, it's kind of like us. When we go out, we work, we get dehydrated, and we need to rehydrate. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep our plants as hydrated as possible. Other thing we're going to talk about is fall color. Hence, we're going to go up to our big, beautiful sugar maple. Absolutely stunning in the fall. Normally at this time of the year, you can come into the nursery and see all of our wonderful fall colors on all of our trees. Unfortunately, with the little bit of rain that we did have over the weekend and all of these winds, most of the leaves said, okay, we've done our fall process. And the wind came along and said, okay, bye all the leaves. So there's a few around, but not as many as what there was last weekend. And this is the time, if you're gonna do your fall drives to see the colors, I think this weekend and next weekend really truly are when you're gonna see the majority of it. Because what we're seeing this year is the leaves are turning. Now this one has been from, like last Thursday it started to turn. And this is Tuesday. You can see a lot of those have turned, but you can also see bare branches where a lot of that's already dropped. So it's not turning, it's not holding them very long after they turn. And part of that is because what we were just talking about, they're a little thirsty, they'd like a little bit more moisture to make that stem a little stronger, to hold it a little longer. So even your bigger trees would appreciate a nice thorough drink. So another thing we also need to think about with our evergreens too is to get ready for putting the wilt proof on. We've had this wonderful warm weather, but it's way too early to put wilt proof on to prevent the burning. So we'll talk about that in the next one that we'll do towards the end of the month, first part of November. But begin your wilt proof so you've got it so that you're ready to go. All right, see you next time. Bye.